Welcome to Power to the Core today. We're going to need a couple of light hand weights, or if you don't have hand weights available, no worries, we can modify everything with just body weight alone. So let's get started. We're going to come into child's pose, sinking hips back towards the heels, finding that breath. Inhale, exhale. Let the hips sink a little closer to the heels, stretch the arms forward. Start to center yourself. Start to prepare yourself for movement. Start to take those deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Feel the body press against the thighs on the inhale. And as you exhale, feel the release. Create positive self-talk in your own mind for the next 3 breaths. You can do this. You've got this. You're strong. As you inhale again, coming back to your tabletop position, your hands and knees. Curl your fingers on the mat, bring your knees under your hips. Inhale, flaring your tailbone back, dropping your belly down, send your eye gaze to a neutral point. Exhale, tuck and roll through the spine, coming up into that cat stretch. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Find that little hug of the chin towards the chest. Inhale to come back to that neutral tabletop position. Center up with your left hand and take your right arm all the way out in front. Draw that arm back into your shoulder socket. Feel your breath. Zipper in through that low belly. See if you can find that reach. Balance out through the hips. And breathe. Swing that right arm behind you, palm faces in still. We're gonna pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep it all the way forward. Reach that right arm out, reach the left leg back, finding that sunbird. As you exhale, pull the elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach it all the way out. Exhale, pull the elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach it all the way out. One more time. Exhale, pull the elbow and knee together. Inhale, reach it all the way out. Drop the left knee, sweep the right arm back, pulse it up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach down, grab one of your weights, rising up off of the heels, coming to your full height by pressing the hips forward. Good, holding that weight, bring it all the way back up and overhead. Press the weight up towards the ceiling and straight back down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Slide those shoulder blades down your back. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring the weight back down to your chest. Bring it to the other side of your mat. Walk that right hand to the center line. Reach the left arm out in front. Pull the low ribs in. Draw that arm bone back into the shoulder socket. Palm faces inward. Thumb pointing up. Take a big breath in here. Exhale, sweep that left arm behind you and pulse it up. Really press that palm up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sweep that left arm forward, hold, draw the arm bone back into the shoulder socket, hug that low belly in. You've got this. Now reach that right leg all the way out, opposing arm and leg opposite. Pull it in, exhale, curl into the center line, reach it back out. Exhale, curl it in, create that cat spine. Reach it all the way back out. One more time, exhale, crunch, curl it in. Reach it all the way back out. Drop the right knee, keep that left arm out in front of you. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Sweep the left arm back, palm faces alongside the body. Reach the head out like a turtle reaching its head out of the shell and pulse that left hand up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop that left hand to the earth. Walk the right hand out under the shoulder. Slowly stepping it back to your plank position. Feel the triceps energize as you press the floor away. Squeeze the inner arms towards one another. Dial those inner elbows towards each other and find your breath. Lower the hips just a little bit. Walk the feet back if you need to, and really bring that squeeze on here for 10. Curl your fingers on the mat. Keep the head in line with the spine. Keep breathing. Last 5 breaths. 3, 2, and 1. Lower your knees. Go ahead and pick that weight back up if you have one, rising up to your full height. Squeeze the butt just a little. Arms reach up and back. Press that weight up towards the ceiling. Give it a good push up. Pull the low ribs in for 10, 9, 8, 7. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears. Press the tops of the feet into the mat or sink those hips back to the heels if you need a little more support. Good. Last 3, 2, and 1. Sweep that weight down by your side, walking it back to your plank position. Step those feet back. Squeeze the inner arms towards one another. Drop the hips just a little bit. Again, send that head forward. Bring your right knee up the midline and step it back. Left knee up the midline. Step it back. Right and left. Feel free to drop the opposing knee. Keep going slowly for me. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna go across the body. Right knee to left elbow and then switch. Switch, 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 switch. Again, feel free to go as slowly as you would like. The slower the better. Last 2 and last 1. Up and back to downward facing dog you go. Pedal those feet out. Deep breath in, long breath out, let it go. Inhale, rock forward into that plank position. Use those inner upper arms, squeeze them in towards one another. Lower your knees down to the earth, untuck your toes. Rock slightly forward, we're gonna take tricep push-ups here. Elbows graze the body and push back up. Graze the body, push back up. Graze and push. For 5, and 4, and 3, last 2, last 1, coming all the way back up. Tuck those toes, back to plank you go. Left knee draws up the midline, and then right and left and right. Create that slight cobra hood for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. You know where we're going. Take that left knee across to the right elbow and switch. Left knee to right elbow, right knee to left. Switch, 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 switch. Try to point your toes. Last 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Slowly sink those knees down to the earth. Swing your hips over to the right and send your legs out in front of you. Scoot forward just a little bit. Grab that one weight, or if you don't have one, no worries. Lean back just a little bit. Low belly nice and taut. Take the weight over to the right, back to the center, over to the left. Check in the midline each time as you take this little twist. To the right, center, left, center, right, center, left. Good. 8, 7, chest stays broad. 6, you got this. 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. Place that weight down by your side. Grab your hamstrings, roll yourself down. Leave the bottoms of the feet on the mat here. Weight or no weight comes all the way up overhead. Gripping that weight, one hand on each of the bigger ends, tuck the tailbone under, and skull crush back towards your head and straight back up. Again, use of no weight gets just as much oomph here. You can use heavier weights or a plate or another prop if you have it for 10. Remember not to touch your actual forehead and not to take your elbows forward and back. Leave them directly up and over the shoulder, just like you would in chaturanga. Draw that low belly in. Take this last 4 and 3. Press the feet in, last 2 and 1. And we're just gonna play with our pacing here. Drop that back to your forehead for 2 and press it up and squeeze. Drop it back for 2 and press it up for 2. Give it a good squeeze. Drop it back for 2, squeeze those upper arms towards one another. Imagine you're holding a volleyball between your elbows and you don't want to drop it. Squeeze. So down, down, up, squeeze. Down, down, up, squeeze. Down for 2 and up for 2. One more time. Down for 2 and up, squeeze. Drop that weight down by your side. Draw the knees in towards the chest and send the legs up towards the ceiling. Point your toes. Hold on to that right calf muscle as you drop that left leg. Now, if you'd like, you can curl head and shoulders off the mat towards that leg or leave them back and down on the earth. I'll leave it up to you as you switch the leg that's in. And switch, and switch, 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 switch. Stay here, point those toes or bend the knees or anchor your hands underneath your lower back if you need a little more love in this space for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly rolling back. Draw the knees in towards the chest. Give it a little rock from side to side. Tipping over towards your favorite side, lying on that side body. Inhale, long exhale, let it go. Pressing your way back up to your seated position. Taking your time to get there, grab that one weight. Once you have your weight in hand, we're going to take that weight onto its long edge once again. Taking the weight all the way up and bringing it back to our waist. Pressing it up and bringing it back to our waist. Pressing it up to forehead level and back to our waist. Good for 10 and 9 and 8. Beautiful. Elbows bent, grazing the body as they come back. 5, graze the body. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that weight down by your side. Remember those muscles for later as you come to your tabletop position, your hands and knees. Walk that right elbow down to the earth. Walk the left elbow down to the earth and walk your feet back into your forearm version of your plank this time. Send your heart forward between those upper arms, spread out through the scapula and breathe here. Again, squeeze those inner arms towards one another. Elbows are 1 forearm's distance apart. Quads are working. Legs are nice and long. Belly is held up and in, and you're breathing the entire time. Soften the tongue, the teeth, the jaw. Keep reaching the head forward, drawing the ears and the shoulders apart from one another. Lower those knees down to the mat. Take your time. Walk your hands back to the earth. Keep your knees down. Rock slightly forward. We're going to those tricep push-ups. Lowering down and back up. 9. Just like chaturanga, but we don't come through to that baby cobra or that upward dog. Keep the fronts of the shoulders open. Draw the low belly in. Last 5. Good. Last 4. You got this. 3. And 2. And last 1. Good. Walk those elbows back to the earth. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Tippy toe it in. Now remember that movement you did with the weight? We're gonna pull the heart forward and bring it back into dolphin. Pull the heart forward and bring it back into dolphin. If you'd like a little more, walk the feet back, come all the way out into your forearm plank and all the way up into dolphin. Use your shoulders wisely, guys. Be kind to yourself. For 4, and 3. Palms on the earth or make fists. Last 2. Go slow, last 1. And slowly come back to dolphin. Lower those knees down to the earth. Shift your hips over to the left and swing your legs back to the front. Open your legs to the wide edge of the mat. As you do, take a moment, hands go on the calves of your shoulders and roll it back. And go the opposite direction, roll it forward. Zipper in through that low belly, bring that weight or block or prop in front of your right leg. Lift the leg and pass it over the block and go back the other direction. For 7, try not to lean back, use that quad. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, sit up nice and tall, last 1. Woo, switch to the other side. Remember, you don't have to be all the way expanded out into that straddle. Just a small opening will do. Lift that left leg, pass it over. Good. 7, really tighten the quad. 6, 5, 4, 3, I know it's tough. 2, last 1. Good. Send it back out, bend through the back of the right knee and sweep the legs back together. Roll yourself down and back. Draw those knees in towards the chest, roll the head back. Send the legs up towards 90 degrees. Right leg drops this time. Flex both feet. Clap behind that left leg if you'd like. Switch the leg that's up, clap, clap, clap. Option to bring head, neck, and shoulders off the earth. Keep your feet flexed for 10, 9, work those hands under the lower back or the backs of the hips if that feels like you. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Draw those knees in towards your chest and tip over towards the opposite side this time. Press that free hand down to come up back to your seated position. Take your time to get there. Grab that one weight or your prop or your block in your hands, or if you choose to omit, just take your hands together like this and bring the arms up and back in beside you. Up and back in beside you. Up and back in. Good. Up, shoulders down and back in. One more time. Up and back in. Keep that in mind as you come to your tabletop position, your hands and knees. Walk that right elbow down to the mat, the left elbow down to the mat, and step back into your forearm plank. Option to bring the right knee up the midline, switch to the left and to the right and left, or just stay in that dolphin or forearm plank and hold if that feels like you. Keep breathing into this space, guys. Always, always with the breath. Good. Stepping back, tiptoe the feet in. Finding that hold in your dolphin for a moment. Let the head hang, shake it out. Now, as you lengthen the heart forward just a little bit, maybe you decide this is a good place for you to be today, working those shoulder muscles, so don't give in, really send it forward and back to dolphin. Or maybe you tiptoe your feet back, finding yourself in that forearm plank and all the way back up. Good, for 6. Beautiful. 5. Press those forearms into the mat. Hug the low belly in. Good. 3. You got this. 2. Not through the neck. It's your shoulders that are working. Last 1. From that forearm plank, lower your knees to the earth. Walk the right hand under the right shoulder, left hand under the left shoulder, rock slightly forward. We're gonna take one last round of those tricep push-ups. 10, 9, 8, curl those fingers on the mat, keep breathing. Good. Last 5, strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Walk your hands back in, grab that weight or prop, come up to your full height. Squeeze the hips, send those thighs forward, bring that weight back up and turn it on its skinniest angle. Drop the hands down behind and press them back up. Hug the low belly in, down and back up. For 10, and 9, last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, give it a squeeze, last one. Woo. Bring that weight down by your side, walk your hands forward, and step back into your plank position. Squeeze the inner arms towards one another. I know this is tough. Shake the head out, stick the tongue out if you'd like, shake that jaw, draw the left knee up the midline, and then the right. Left, right, left, right. Go double time if you'd like, or keep it this nice slow pace, slow burn. Curl those fingers on the earth. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's go across. Left elbow to right knee. Switch, 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 switch. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower those knees down to the earth. Sink that